Hey,
All right.
yeah.
Back again.
31. I only have to erase the one number now.
Perfect for the next 10.
Yes.
Till Diplocrats come here and erase your 3.
That's fine.
That's fine.
How funny do you think it is when people throw up? I find it hilarious.
When people throw up?
Yeah.
Don't
It is
find
like
it
the
funny.
fucking funniest shit I've ever seen.
I
think like, oh, do you? It's like fucked up for you when you hear it. It's like, ugh, I can't do that.
To be honest, I'm usually the one throwing up, and I don't have to hear someone else throw up.
My daughter hates it. But like, it's not even like the...
So when you see her throw up, you think it's not funny when your daughter throws up?
It is.
Yeah.
Any throw up fucking sends me in, like, to a point where it's like I'm trying to console. The thing about like when kids throw up, they throw up once, like, and then they fucking freak out or something, because they're not sleeping in your bed or anything like that. So it's like they come running in, it's like, I threw up in my bed, blah blah. And like, it's not like a stream too much. Like I think my daughter's thrown up like 3 times, and one of them we actually had to bring her to the bathroom to where she like threw up in the fucking toilet, but most of the time it was like throw up once, probably from fucking like overeating too many fucking treats on like a holiday. I think it was mostly on holidays,
My son used to get strep throat pretty bad, so he would just he would run in the
much.
room, he'd be, I can't remember if it was then he'd had the fever or something, he'd kind of be out of it and just like throw up on the ground and throw up on the ground 2 more
Probably had
times.
the fever right then. Yeah.
Pretty
Dude,
serious.
it's the funniest fucking thing for me. Like, it's so
What brought
fucking,
this
like,
up? Like,
I was just thinking, because when I was taking a piss, I saw like a stain on the rim of the toilet.
where somebody threw up?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think it was just something. I don't know what the fuck it was. Probably just piss that had been there too long. But like, you go to fucking, I went to one of the bars that we play at with the cover band, and one night the entire rim of the fucking toilet at like 7:00 when I fucking got there to load up, just covered. Like, it wasn't chunky or anything, but like you could tell that they hadn't cleaned it well enough, so like you could see the splatter of puke where it didn't hit the fucking middle of the toilet.
I wouldn't be good at this. I don't think throw up is funny.
It's fucking so funny. Like, that's what you're doing? That's what you're gonna do? Yes. Like, I'll watch that shit. I'm laughing. Get it out, but like they're fucking throwing it up, and
even when you're gonna have to
like,
clean
shut
it
the
up.
fuck up. Like, I don't clean it up. No.
If you had to. If you were in a
No.
situation at your house where your kid threw up, you'd still think it was funny even while you
While it's happening, yes.
Yeah. That's funny.
When I immediately realize that I have to clean it up, no.
Yeah.
And if it's an adult, it's funny in my head that you're throwing up, but outwardly, are you throwing up in my house?
Yeah.
Do I have to, no, you clean this up, you fucking adult.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I'm sick to my stomach.
Yeah, I'm so sick, I have to go home. Not until you clean up your puke, buddy. No, here's a bag and a bunch of paper towels, buddy.
What's one of the worst things that's happened to your house by some drunk idiot at your house?
I don't know. Well, I don't think anything is
Even if you're the drunk idiot.
I don't think anything's been really fucked up at my house like that, but there was one time where this dude was a complete fucking asshole at my house. And obviously, like, I was 21. I was an asshole. Like,
All right.
that's not to say that I'm not an asshole now, but like on a 21-year-old level, like too much testosterone, just like, fuck you. I do what the fuck I want kind of shit. So for my 21st birthday, I had everybody came to the party. We had a keg. We had a couple of kegs. We had like Hypnotic and Sprite in a big fucking punch bowl, just getting fucking hammered. But the only way that you could come in was if you were dressed like it was a fucking dinner party, like an evening fucking gown. Like, you had to be dressed in a fucking dress. You had to be dressed in a suit or a tux or like some kind of fucking...
That's
some kind of thing. It's like, I'm 21, like, we're getting fucking decked the fuck out, and we're gonna do keg stands in our fucking
cigars?
No, because it was too many goddamn people. Like, it was a party, so it was like, I'm sure people had cigars, but I was smoking
Did anybody make it in still?
This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
This is where it goes, is this is the fucked up thing that happened. And it's so dumb, but like, for the most part, people things happen that I'm not going to talk about
Okay.
on the podcast, but
Okay.
this is a thing that I can talk about just because I'm not implicating anybody in any kind of fucking thing that happened. And really, most of the time, it was either me or things were contained in the house. Like, things did not leave the house, and it wasn't like that big of a fucking deal kind of shit. But this one pissed me off. So this guy came over, and he comes up to the door, and we won't let him in because he's fucking dressed in just like whatever. I'm just fucking with him. It's the end of the party. I'm just smashed. Like,
You can't come in.
yeah. Everybody came dressed, and he didn't. But it was the end of the fucking party was basically over. It
Right.
didn't matter if he came into that or not. Like,
Right.
it didn't. But I fucking grilled him for like 5 fucking minutes. It's like, you can't fucking come in my house unless you got this fucking. You're not dressed up, you fucking piece of shit. You can't fucking come in here. And then he went out, like, before I could open the door to say that I was joking. Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, he's breaking all your fucking Halloween decorations and like leaving." I'm like, all right, well then fuck that guy. Like,
Wow.
yeah,
I forgot your birthday was in October.
yeah. So like, I was being a dick, but not a dick to the point where like I was like berating him like that.
I didn't.
Everybody
you
at
didn't
the
deserve
party
your
was fucking
decorations.
okay with it. Yeah, they like everybody was just like, I can't believe he fucking did that. Like, we were literally about to let him in. It's a fucking the whole fucking party's a joking on it. There's not many people left.
Right.
It's mostly the people that live at the house and their friends. A couple of people. We know he's coming over. I told him to come over. And then he shows up and he is not dressed up, but he knew what the fuck he was supposed to be.
Right.
Obviously, I got to bust your fucking balls. But I busted him for a little while. And then he was like, "Meh, he's not letting me in." Like, okay, well, don't come over again. You're going to break all my shit? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, I had people who came to my party, and one of them would stayed out in the car and acted drunk, and he stole my stereo out of my car. And
I was so drunk, I stole your
yeah,
stereo.
I didn't realize that was the
maneuver.
ploy. It was like
Right.
5 dudes came into the party, and one of them hung back and acted like, "Oh, I'm drunk.
I
in the
can't be
car."
here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And it's like, "Okay, cool. Chill in the car. We'll be in here. You guys come hang out, whatever. I've never seen you at my party before,
Right.
but cool."
Yeah.
So they came kind of like just about long enough for him to take the radio, and then they left. And it was crazy how it fucking
Did
happened.
you have the one where you could pull the face off of it?
Yeah, but
You
they,
remember those fucking stupid
yeah, I
things?
think I could do that, but they just took the whole goddamn
Of course,
thing.
yeah,
And
'cause,
the
like, it
wiring
just-
harness, the whole fuck.
Yeah.
They like left my dashboard fucked up. It's like they just fucking
Right.
and
Dug the
anyway,
fuck in.
like it was kind of a real dick move, and that was a time. I remember a drunk girl kicking a hole in my friend's wall because she was going ballistic. And she was
Nice.
like, this is
Wow.
like 16 though, and fucking afterwards, man, the guy who was, we were actually at my friend's house. It was his brother. His older brother had come into town. He threw a party at the house.
Yeah.
My friend Sean was gone. And this
You
girl
just go over to the party anyway? Is that what you're saying?
What's that?
You go to the party anyway?
Yeah, I go to
Yeah,
because
fucking
I'm
right.
friends with his older brother too.
Okay, yeah.
So he invites all these people over. This girl kicks a hole in the wall, and he's just throwing her shit out into the fucking front yard, and fucking, "You're cut off, bitch!" Like fucking totally pissed off because she fucking kicked the hole in the
I mean,
wall.
yeah. Like, this is supposed to be a thing people don't know about. And now I have to fix a hole?
Well, that's true too. It was like
Yeah.
this wall too that was like painted with a feather duster.
Oh, fuck
Yeah, it was
you.
all
Yeah,
sorts of shit we had to get
fuck
the next
that shit.
day.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh. Yeah, and this
Oh,
is
you
before
fixed it?
Yeah, we fixed it. Surprisingly, it only took like 2 seconds. But
This way it
bef-
always is, but,
This is
like,
before
shit.
like you go to
YouTube
Sherwin
and
Williams.
shit,
No,
yeah.
before you go like Sherwin Williams. If you paint your house, you can go back in there and go, "I need the
Right,
paint
yes,
for
yeah.
my walls
Computers,
or whatever."
Yeah. No,
This is
you
way
match
before
it.
that shit.
Yeah.
They would like we just guessed on the color on both things. Got a feather duster, went, "Duh," and then wow,
Nobody
amazing
knew
how
the
fucking
difference. That's hilarious.
yeah,
But awesome.
We had to actually tell. Like 15 years after it happened, we had told the kid's dad, or my friend's dad, and showed him the wall and everything like that. And he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, I never even fucking noticed." But yeah,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
after it didn't fucking matter anymore. Of course,
That's the way you do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I busted a hole in the wall in my parents' place. I don't remember what. I think I was throwing a ball down the hall to a friend, and he caught it, but like he slammed into the fucking hallway wall, and put like a fucking dent with his head. We just like covered it with some poster or some shit. It lasted for years.
Your mom didn't know?
No. So stupid. Like
You had to show
she's
her?
not stupid. I'm not saying it like that. Yeah, but no, like when we were
Fuck your
selling the house.
Joking. He's just been doing it to me for time. I just remembered for the first time.
No, it was good. It was good. It was good. Damn it. All right.
Sorry. I know your mom might listen to this.
Probably not.
Okay.
No. Your mom does.
Oh, just because you're on it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because I'm on it. I'm sorry.
Nice. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I took a fucking poster from some fucking show that I had played and put it up. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm a musician. And then, like, we sell the house, so we have to fucking get everything out, and they see it, and it's like, yeah, that happened. But, like, it was, like, fucking 10 years ago. Like,
Right.
No. Yeah. Well, they got a divorce, and then, like, nobody kind of lived in it for a little, and then I lived in it, but I lived in it with, like, my dad and my wife and a roommate, like, we were trashing the house anyway, you know, like, no.
What have you done for the past 4 days since the last time we did this podcast?
Editing the podcast.
The new one came
That
out.
and playing shows, and then probably being hungover from the show, and then editing the podcast, and then going to work.
I don't even remember what the fuck I did. Felt like it was so quick.
It was so fast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're doing this on a Tuesday because on Thursday, TJ can't make it.
No.
There's a medical procedure.
Getting a vasectomy.
Vasectomy.
Fantastic.
Vasecta you.
I'm not looking forward to it. Sounds fucking horrific. Everything.
Everything else after it, though, sounds awesome.
Yeah, like a month from now. Sounds awesome.
Not even then.
It's like 6 months, you
6
say?
months. 6 to 7 months you have to go back in.
I thought it was like after.
No, they have to go. It's 6 to 7 months you go back in to make sure that your sperm isn't viable anymore. So, like, that's why they tell you that many ejaculations, because they think, oh, well, like 20 in 6 months, that's right. You know, like, no, man, like we said before, I only have to jerk off 20 times before you can tell. I will be in here tomorrow.
I just thought about this. Like, I believe he told me you don't have. They give you a sample thing and you jerk off in at home and either mail off or something. I don't remember how it works. Like, I wonder what the.
Hope you mail
wonder
it.
what the containment is for it. Like,
There's no way.
I don't remember. I was
There's
half
no way.
I was half listening. He was fucking. It was horrific what they told me when I went in
What'd they
there.
tell you?
When you think you're going to get a vasectomy, it's like you think like, I don't know. It's probably just one little thing and it's over.
It's not.
It's not. It's like what he's telling me. He's like, fucking. I was like, are you going to put me out for it? Oh no,
No,
your insurance
that's
is going to
the
pay
thing.
for anesthesia. I was like, oh, thanks.
That's the other thing. It's like, how much is the anesthesia, though?
Yeah, that's what I should say.
That's it right there. It's like, but like, if my insurance covers a little, how much do I have to cover? Because this is a thing that I don't mind paying for. You know,
yeah, I
like,
guess.
it's kind of like the dentist stuff. You know, it's like, you know what? If all it costs is another $500 for you to put me under, done. Bye bye.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
On
when you
major
were,
shit.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
like I don't want to deal with this shit. They don't put you under for fucking pulling a tooth.
No,
Yeah.
I've never had them. I've never even had. I think they offered to do it whenever they were pulling one of my
They
teeth.
put
and I
me
was
under when they pulled my wisdom teeth because they
Yeah.
pulled 4 of them and they were doing like a crazy clean on my shit. 'Cause
Right.
It was the first time I'd been to a dentist in like, I don't know, forever. So like, yeah. What's happening?
15 minutes.
Yuck. Yuck.
Felt like I was talking to you forever already, but
I'm sorry.
no.
This
So
felt like forever.
boring.
Ugh.
No, I'm joking. But no, I've never been put out. I've never even had the gas at a dentist.
I'd guess when I was younger, when I lost this tooth here, which I lost again, but I lost these 2 front teeth from huffing. That was an insane fucking day.
I imagine so. If you lost your teeth by the end
Yeah.
of it.
So it was like a computer duster.
All right.
And you know the wah 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 shit. Like
I've heard about it more than I've actually had it.
Bullshit. Whatever.
I haven't.
mean, just
I
lie
huffed all
to
sorts-
everybody here.
I huffed all sorts of stuff when I was younger. Fucking spray paint. So like,
I feel like it's like that.
Gasoline.
I feel like it's more like the gasoline kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
you
yeah,
you have some gasoline.
I
too?
mean, when it's the 80s and your fucking parents are just like pumping gas right next to you, and it's, I mean, it's unleaded, but it's like unleaded. You know what I mean? Like,
we huffed it straight out of a gas tank.
right? Yeah, I didn't do that
It's
because
fucking,
fucking,
yeah, it was so stupid. I think back on it now, the kind of things.
I'm talking this shit like I didn't lose two teeth out of it.
Yeah,
you know?
explain
like,
that story. I'm sorry.
Okay, so yeah, I fucking do it. We're passing out all over the fucking place. We're in this dude's backyard, huffing fucking computer duster and shit. And I'm like, I don't know, 17, some shit like that. And I fucking do it once, and I go face first. I find out later that I went face first into his garage, which is like wooden. So it just like face first, like I'm smiling for a picture, I guess. Like, yeah, right. And it
So do you hit
busts
the
these
ground?
fucking
Just like no
I
arms?
wake up on the ground.
Like
Turned
no
around.
stopping yourself.
No, I'm turned around. They might have turned. No, there was no stopping.
Yeah.
Like, no. Best part of this story, it's not. None of this story's great, but so yeah, I find out that I wake up and there's a window for the door to get into the garage, and I look and I can see both of my fucking teeth are missing, but I can see like nerves hanging down because it just fucking like popped the fucking teeth out.
I mean, know what that looks like.
It's just like little dangly fucking
Stop.
roots.
That's all right.
So the best idea after that is obviously what?
Hospital.
Do another hit. Yes. No, it was do another hit.
What a bad idea.
Yeah. And he had a pool in his backyard, which I almost fell into right after. Then after that, I had to go play trumpet at a football game for like 3 hours. And I was like, second chair. Like pushing a fucking metal piece.
Dude,
like right
why?
Here. What am I going to do? I'm going to go home? I'm going to tell my...
Probably.
What?
I probably would have went home.
No.
I did.
I didn't realize what was happening. Also, I still had a can of duster, so I was just doing more duster
Jesus
up until I
Christ.
got to the fucking place, you know. Yeah.
And then you did 3 hours no duster, or were you doing duster at the school?
No duster.
Okay.
I threw it out the window.
Jesus. I busted my chin open at a party one time, though, playing
Busted
basketball.
my chin over right here.
Yeah, I was playing basketball at a party. We'd already been drinking. I think we were like 17 and maybe 16. And I went inside. The kids' parents had like one butterfly Band-Aid. They put it right in the center.
That's
and
how I
it
healed
just,
my
like,
shit. Yeah.
Bleeding all down my neck. I was hanging out in my ex-girlfriend's car the whole night long, just like bleeding and
When
fucking
I
drinking.
busted under my chin here, that's how I broke this part of this tooth out. Because these two teeth right here, up until like halfway where the break is right here, it's broken on this other side too. If you look close, there's like a fucking fakeness to it. So it just snapped the fake tooth off. But I had gone out to Florida on a vacation, just trying to do a weekend. I was like, I don't know, 25, 24, some shit like that. I was way, way young. And I stupidly brought the, what is it called? Wakeboard? What's the wooden one where like when the tide comes in, you fucking throw it and
I think
skimboard.
I think that's a wakeboard.
Is it a wakeboard?
I think.
Or a skimboard?
Maybe something like that.
I feel like
It's not
skimboard where like you skim across, you know, like
Yeah.
because it's just you only use it when the fucking tide comes in and you just like throw it and just slide it like surfboard across.
I don't know
like
100% know if I've
shit.
ever known the proper name for that, but I
Either
know
way, you've
it's not a
seen them,
boogie
right?
board.
Exactly. That's it. It's not a fucking boogie board. But I was out in fucking water in like Pensacola up to my chest with this thing and I'm fucking
Trying to boogie board.
Yes. And then a big fucking wave comes over and knocks me under and then I'm holding on to the fucking thing. It's super buoyant because it's fucking supposed to be. It's supposed to be able to like skim across water. So I come up, and as I come up, the board comes up and hits me under here. And then as it does that, I freak, and then it comes up and pops my fucking... It hit the tip of it. It's like tip here, come down, tip here, and knock my fucking tooth out. And I fucking have to like go back to the hotel for the rest of the night. The people that I were with were tripping on mescaline. which
Oh,
was
my God.
super fucking awesome because they totally wanted to help me. They didn't. It was
Right.
too much for them.
So you just sat there doing duster?
Yeah, yes, exactly that. Yes,
Really?
yeah,
More
yeah. I called
duster?
your mom up. She fucking came and did duster with me. No, somebody stayed with me, and they were also tripping on mescaline, and we just watched TV. But then also they had like some commercial come on, but it kept coming on over and over again. It was like the funniest fucking thing this person had ever seen. So they're fucking dying, just keeping me company, and the whole time I have 2 to 3 butterfly bandages over this thing, because like when it cut through here and I looked up and I'm the person that stayed, I look at them and I'm like, is it bad? And they're like, they can see like fat, like they can see like all the way up. So the whole time while I'm watching this thing, I'm sitting back like just trying to make the fucking butterfly stitches
Work.
actually fucking work. Yeah.
If I stay like this, it'll glue together.
I never had to go to a fucking hospital for it, but like, holy shit. And the whole thing too was like, when it happened, technically I was in salt water, so it was just like washing it out a lot before the Gulf had like flesh-eating amoeba all in it every fucking year. Like,
Jesus.
Have you seen that shit though? Like, does your wife goes to the beach, right? Like Mississippi.
Well, I go to the beach too. With
you guys don't check the fucking like toxicity levels of that shit, because
we go to Destin, and it looks like I think they do
more so than
someone must. I don't go in the fucking water anyway. Not unless I have to save one of my children.
We mainly go to Mississippi. It's close. Bay St. Louis, Biloxi.
That's where we went as children for sure.
But like nowadays, you have to check like the toxicity of the fucking shit, because there is like flesh-eating amoeba in there, and like it's fucking insane. Like there's a fucking toxicity level. The toxicity of our city.
City. I saved the world. I saved disorder.
That was a good song.
I was thinking about how good Toxicity of an album.
That whole album was good. Was that
it's a masterpiece? Dude, it's like
I love their first album a lot, because that threw me that Sugar. What was the fucking? You remember the music video station that you could fucking call up and suggest it? Yeah, the box. That's fucking it. Yes, I saw Sugar on that fucking shit at like 2:30 in the morning at my friend's house at a fucking sleepover, and it changed me forever. It was like, oh, holy shit, there's music like this. I bought that fucking album like immediately, and that was, I think, right after that Slipknot came out. So it was like System of a Down's first album, Slipknot, Wait and Bleed album, those, and then Korn, obviously. Like I think I had already had Follow the Leader, but five albums that was going on during my high school year was that shit. Like Korn, Limp Bizkit, Significant Other, that was fucking happening.
Okay.
And then the ones that we just said that I forgot.
System of a Down.
Yeah. System of a Down, Slipknot, and maybe even that new Slayer album that was out back then.
I remember we were talking about kind of like music changing albums at one point, and I was thinking earlier about how much Toxicity was one of those. Like Toxicity, when it came out, it was just like, oh my fucking
Even look
God.
at it now, like
if you remember seeing the Chop Suey video for the first time, it was like, what the fuck?
It was in fucking insane.
They were doing hardcore punk mixed along with whatever the hell they were doing.
Look at what all these fucking like kids are doing right now, where it's like when they do what gets famous? It's a fucking kid doing a drum version, like they're covering Chop Suey. That's their fucking shit.
Oh yeah,
like that's what's setting people. It's been going on for like 10 fucking years. It just keeps getting younger and younger. Though it was like, oh, this 12-year-old did it. Now a 7-year-old did it. Now a 4-year-old can do it, or some kind of shit. But it's like that whole fucking Chop Suey was such a big drum song in general that it was a big thing to accomplish, and also was a big thing to accomplish before YouTube, and all you really had was TRL to watch Chop Suey, because it was actually on the fucking top 10 on that shit. Like, you didn't just get to pull that shit up and learn it, You fucking buy the album and hopefully learn it yourself.
Nothing sounded like that song. I felt kind of like that whenever I heard House of Flies, whatever that song is by Deftones.
Isn't it called House of Flies?
Watch you change.
Changes?
Change in the House of Flies or something like that.
Yeah, change. Was that the White Pony album?
Yeah, I think so.
Fucking so good.
White Pony again. God damn, what an album that was.
So
whenever I first heard Passenger with him and Maynard, I was like, fucking worlds colliding. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so fucking good. I mean, obviously the other shit, Around the Fur, Adrenaline, great fucking albums. But like when that shit came out, it was like the epitome of what people were trying to do right then. It was like they didn't even try to do it compared to what they were doing. And then they came out with this album. It's like, now everybody wants to do this album. Everybody praises the fuck out of this album because it's so amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it's so fucking good.
Well, I mean, everybody holds like, I mean, of course, like Around the Fur is probably everybody's favorite album because it's
good.
Yeah, it's a really good album.
Like Summer on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And
Shove
then,
It.
Shove It.
Yeah.
Adrenaline's got 7 words.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they got all those other songs, Drives on there.
Yeah.
Like,
those are fucking amazing albums, but
White Pony
was
like
such a difference.
Yeah.
And then also, it kind of led into all the shit that Chino was doing on the side.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, all these fucking like sing-songy bands that he was a part of, it didn't have to be as hard.
Right.
Like, because everybody knew he could sing like a motherfucker, so they're coming through with the shit. Like, yeah, I want to hear that. It was, I think one I heard was like Birds of Tokyo or some kind of shit like that. It was amazing. Like, where the fuck are you? Why are you doing this? Why aren't you doing this more?
I haven't seen him. I think. Wait, I have seen him since White Pony. I think I saw them the last time during that White Pony album. That might be it. But
nice.
Fuck. Anyway, that was another one of those albums I just hadn't thought of in forever. And
it's so good.
Yeah.
Ryan in the 21 Front Street, he covers Changes. Change in the House of Leaves.
Oh, really?
Change in the House of Flies.
Yeah.
Yeah. He covers that shit, which is insane because he usually covers it on like an acoustic. But he's got a lot of pedals. But still, it's insane, you know?
Where am I going to find the email from?
It should be in the Dead Spies thing.
Okay, let's see.
We got emails. We got 2. We blew off one just because wouldn't even blow it off. It just I forgot to do it in the last one. And then one before that we had people. I'm reading it?
Yeah,
Right.
you got to. That's Paul's.
Oh, this is so long ago. This is from Paul Negrato. Yo, dudes. Mentioned needing help with 2 different things, I believe. One was an interview type of thing, and the other sounded different. Mustaches, glasses. I don't know if you can see it, and you probably can't see it in the video, but we have mustaches and glasses. Donnie Dokken. I don't want to do an on-air. Hearing the sound of my voice would probably creep me out, but whatever the other thing is, sign me the fuck up.
So he wants to do a voice for I guess
feel
we're calling it the
to
Donnie
be a part-
Dokken album.
Yeah, it's going to be the Donnie Dokken episode.
Okay.
We talked about this shit so long ago. This was like before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We talked about it. But yeah,
We talked
Paul,
about
you're
it.
on it. Like, yeah, we'll get you in. We got the fucking Bluetooth. What you'll have to do, though, is either grow an amazing mustache or
He's gonna
get
have
a
to send us
mustache.
a
You're going to have to
picture.
send us a picture with you in aviators and some kind of mustache so that I can put you up in here.
We have to have
We'll put you in
proof
the middle.
that you've had.
You can't be docking if you're not docking. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. But Paul, I know you won't steer us wrong. I know you got it. You're gonna read that one.
I got to read the long ass Brian one?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, Brian. Thank you for sending
Brian,
another
dude,
one.
thank you so much for fucking sending this shit. Here's more stuff I don't know the answer to.
Okay. Earl, TJ, what's happening? It's been a while since I wrote, but I am still
It
here.
has been.
Listening to this week's episode, I thought about the fact that TJ didn't like king cake. Then I thought, TJ doesn't like anything.
100%. Like I was gonna name that episode. TJ doesn't like. You sent me a thing because I couldn't figure out a fucking name for it. And TJ sent me something where it was like he wanted me to say TJ doesn't like something, but I liked what he said more was like TJ doesn't like inserts something everybody likes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That would have been a funnier fucking
It's
thing.
pretty much always like if everybody likes it, for some reason I don't like it. But I mean, I'm trying I'm trying to think of things I like more often. Let's see.
It's just the icing, right? Like I know we talked about this.
Fucking
But
like the icing. I don't like the cake. I don't.
You like donuts?
I don't
know
like.
we talked
I
about
don't like
this,
the
right?
fucking baby. And
Do you like donuts?
nobody actually buys another cake after they
They
get.
do. Only pieces of shit don't buy their fucking cake.
I like donuts. Okay, I like a chocolate covered donut. That's pretty much my favorite donut.
I gotcha. So like this would kind of be like that, but no chocolate. It would just be like a vanilla or a white chocolate to it. The Joe's Cafe thing.
Yeah.
They do king cakes there, but they make fucking donuts. So the king cakes is made out of donuts, and you get it fucking fried up like a donut, and they put the fucking icing on it. It's fucking good.
Do they sell it any other day of the year? Because I don't want to wait.
No.
Fuck.
You don't have to wait at all.
Okay.
I went Lundy Gras, and they had fucking like 35 fucking cakes ready.
Awesome.
I could have bought 15 fucking cakes, and they were still at Buga.
That's the thing. I don't even like donuts enough to get them whenever no one else is buying donuts. Like, I wouldn't go get a donut just for myself.
No, I would get like a fucking thing for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd probably rather just like a breakfast sandwich, you know.
What do I like? I like museums. I like the zoo. I like guitars. I like shows that are really slow. And I like fucking...
I like slow, boring things.
I like books that only I can finish and then I can brag about them.
Yeah.
I like things like that.
Dude, I fucking saw a fucking thing earlier where it was like red flags if the guy has this book, and Blood Meridian was one of them. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Like, shit.
I'm sure.
It was also full of like really good books.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, I'm sorry. Keep going with this.
So I figured I'd throw a few questions at both of you to learn more about you.
Brian's interviewing.
You both can answer, decide not to participate, or make fun of the question. I'm fine with this. We didn't have anything going this week, so
No,
this is
great.
Putting
This is
some
great.
shit going on.
Did we just call this Brian's interview?
Well, considering he wrote this, like, actually, it was only the 15th. This isn't bad.
It was very, very recently.
All right.
The one from Paul was so long ago. I'm sorry, Paul.
So you both can answer or decide not to participate or make fun of the questions.
Nice. All right.
What are your top 5 all-time favorite bands or songs?
Fucking top 5 bands or songs.
Bands or songs?
Right. Yeah. Maybe I'll mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
Probably Korn. Old Korn. There's got to be a top 5 for me. Like, that was so much of a fucking like deciding factor in a lot of the music that I listened to back then. The fuck else? There's a song called Argentina Parts 1, 2, and 3 by a band called Tokyo Police Club.
Okay.
The band's great, but that song is amazing. It's like 8 minutes long. It's like 3 fucking songs put into one. This Will Destroy You. I love that fucking band.
That's an awesome band.
I would take either This Will Destroy You or oh fuck. What is the fucking band name? The Mercury Program.
Okay.
That one's fucking great too. And shit. What's the last one? What's a good fucking band that I like? I don't know.
You like those American football bands, right? Like that.
I do like some Midwest emo shit, but I wouldn't know if I wouldn't say that's like topped out, like because I skipped through that shit, you know.
Slipknot.
Yeah, but no, it's kind of the same with like System of a Down. It's like I liked them a lot, and then they did some shit that was like, you know, whatever.
Hypnotize was badass.
It was,
But
Don't Steal This album wasn't too bad.
I get what you're saying though.
You know, it's hard. Let me go with 4 because a lot of it is like I like bands, but I don't like what they did later. So maybe only beginning stuff. Like I guess number 5 would probably be like big influence on everything is that first Dredge album, Leitmotif. So fucking pivotal to like everything I do musically. It's ridiculously good.
The first whenever I was 11, the first time I heard Holier Than Thou by Metallica, I was blown away.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to say that completely
I didn't get into Metallica.
That
until
made me
so
start
much
playing
later.
guitar.
Yeah.
That made
Nice.
just that second. I'd come over to my fucking cousin's house with a couple shitty rap tapes, and I was like, not
I think
good,
you told me this story.
not
Yeah,
good
keep
rap
going.
tape.
Yeah,
Not good like Vanilla Ice or something like
Yes.
total. I was
Fuck
11,
yes.
and it was
Right. They don't give you
1991,
good shit. No.
and like you're just trying to find out what's good music,
Right.
And that was definitely not.
No.
But I remember my cousin had a friend over, and they put on that song first. It wasn't Enter Sandman. This is like the third or fourth song on the album.
Right,
So
yeah.
He had it queued up on this, and he just turned around and he was like, "No more crap rolls out your mouth again. Haven't you your brain into gelatin?" I was like, "Man, that shit is badass." And I was like,
Fuck
"Fuck
this
fuck
shit.
all this rap bullshit."
No shit,
No, it wasn't. I just the shit.
No, I'm
rap
just
I
saying,
was
like, at
listening
that
to.
point, it's like, fuck the rest of this. I'm
Yeah.
starting, like, from here
I'm
up.
buying. I'm selling my Nintendo. I'm buying
Yeah.
a guitar.
What?
I'm like all that happened.
Is that what you
immediately.
did?
Yeah.
Shit.
Immediately.
I couldn't sell my Nintendo.
I was listening to Pink Floyd a lot, though.
Yep.
Really a whole lot.
I like Pink
still
Floyd a
listen to Pink
lot.
Floyd a lot.
Of course, yes.
I
I like the Clash a lot. The Colts a
the
lot.
Clash. I
That's
like the
good.
Ramones.
The Ramones. I love that shit.
Fucking love
Bad Religion.
I love
It's fucking good.
early Black Flag. I love.
I like
Off.
early Black Flag. Oh, yeah.
I got like
You can't
20
see it, but
bands.
yeah, we got this shit.
Yeah, the off
Yeah.
poster up there. I've said way more than 5, but
Well, what's the rest of the email?
oh yeah.
There's probably more. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Nothing ever like super influenced me as like playing wise, but I liked everything so much that I feel like all of it kind of did its thing, you know?
Okay, what song out there is popular that everyone else loves but you can't stand?
Sweet Caroline. Me
Brown-
and Bobby McGee.
Brown Eyed Girl.
Fucking hate that song. I fucking hate Brown Eyed Girl so much. Me and Bobby McGee, every fucking drunk, stupid fucking bitch that thinks she can kind of sing comes up and wants to sing that shit while you're at a cover song or a cover show. They can't fucking sing it. The only part they can sing is me and the Bobby McGee thing, and they try to like overdo it. It's fucked. It never does. It never works out. And if I don't ever have to fucking hear everybody singing to Sweet Caroline ever again, I'll fucking die happy.
I hate We Are the Champions.
God,
I
right?
hate-
Okay.
I hate it. Comes after We Will Rock You. You're all pumped.
and then that fucking song comes on. Suck my dick.
Yeah, I hate that song. Anyway, I don't even care why they wrote it. I think they wrote it for England winning
You know what?
the
Fucking
World Cup or something like that.
100%. I hate this song with the fucking passion. This is top like 3, probably
Piano
1.
Man?
No. Lightning Crashes.
I
Live.
hate-
I hate
hate-
that fucking song so much. I hate it so much. I hate live in general.
Live's
but that
best
fucking
songs don't save the band.
They
because of
don't.
that.
Not
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
And they do. I'll say they do have good songs.
Yeah,
No song
Dolphins Cry.
save them fucking from live Lightning Crashes.
No.
That fucking song is
no,
trash.
I don't like I Alone
Fuck.
either.
No, it's fucking bad.
Yeah.
The band is bad. I hate that band. I hate that fucking song. That's it right there. Number 1 song.
I had Throwing
live.
Copper
Fuck that
too,
shit.
but
Yeah?
anyway, yeah.
Nah. Fucking
Anyway, let's
live.
see.
Fuck that.
Would you rather play covers in a crowded bar that are halfway listening, or play a show to 10 people who are all digging your set of originals?
Show to 10 people.
Obviously, the originals. I
Show
hate.
to 10 people.
Yeah, you get paid doing the covers, but like,
Well, that's the thing too. Is like here's a fucked up thing. No matter covers or originals, you probably only have about 10 people listening to you and really digging it. So now is the difference if it's only 10 people in the bar are up there listening to you and fucking jamming on original shit, or 10 people out of a sea of 100 are fucking actually paying attention to you while you're playing covers, you know?
yeah, that's true too. Because
but
the covers
100%,
actually,
yeah.
the fact that they're covers actually makes it able to be ignored. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to listen
I do,
to.
yeah.
You know how
you're
it's
a
going to go.
jukebox.
Yeah.
You're a fucking jukebox. You are. I do that shit. So, yes, it's always going to be the originals. But at the same sense,
It's probably
I
fun
get
to
a
rock a
fucking
crowd.
jam out when it's a fucking whole crowd and, like, we're doing Everlong or some kind of fucking like,
Cool song.
Some cool
Yeah.
fucking song, and everybody's in when the entire fucking place is into it. That's what I want for the original shit. I don't get it like that because nobody fucking comes out like that for original shit if you're not doing more than what we do, which we don't do enough. So like I can't bitch about it, but like there are bands out there that are getting it like that. I would love that fucking shit. We're just not there yet. So I do like it when I'm in the fucking cover band and the fucking sea of people that were only listening to a second out of the last 30 minutes all of a sudden click in with one song you're doing.
Sweet Caroline.
Obviously. Probably What I Got.
Yeah.
Or Santeria.
I hate Sublime too. I know everybody hate me on that, but Augustine's
dude.
and Hammond
Oh, they
fucking
did.
just played
they
Sublime
did.
to where I hated it.
The thing too is like I liked Sublime, and then it turned to a point where once everybody left high school and started getting into smoking weed in college, I'd already been smoking weed. Like I
wore myself out on Sublime.
I don't give a fuck about Sublime. I get it that you're going to UNO and we're gonna go hang out and smoke a blunt, but like, can we not listen to the Bradley Knowles fucking like undiscovered whatever fucking CD that he did where it looked like a burned CD, but it was actually like his last words of things. Bradley Knowles and Friends.
Oh yeah, I know.
Where it looked like a fucking burned CD because that's the way they were touting it. It's like, this is unreleased. It's like, this sounds like every fucking song he ever did. It sounds like this sounds like Sublime. You could just put it out as a new Sublime album. Nobody would have known. Nobody would have fucking cared. Like,
I heard the Butthole Surfers guitarist, Paul Leary, I think is his name. He produced a few of the songs on that hit album. And it wasn't even
Freedom.
I don't know, whatever had What I Got on it.
I feel like that's 40 ounces.
Well,
Freedom.
they had a different guy play the guitar solo. That wasn't even Bradley Knowles. So they had other musicians playing on it.
Yeah.
Like, so it wouldn't even have fucking mattered.
One of his big ones was like, was it Seeing Red or something? And that was Gwen Stefani on it. And they were blowing up with No Doubt. Like, Sublime was big, but I feel like Sublime was big on like the West Coast of shit. And it took a long time to bleed over because once you get further and further over this way, you get into Bible Belt shit. And Bible Belt doesn't allow a lot of weed smoking and fucking Rastafarian lifestyle. So, like, you got 4 people that listen to Sublime, you know, or like a handful of people versus like an entire scene going to fucking watch these people play, you know.
We got 2 more questions out of this email real quick.
Yeah, we're straight so far.
All right, let's see. Favorite guitarist? Who is somebody that heavily influences you or whose style you may incorporate to your own persona?
No one.
Weirdly enough, John Frusciante out of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't even know very many of their songs, but I am at least inspired by his guitar parts.
Nice. I never had like a favorite. I mean, I've had favorite guitarists, but nothing that ever like influenced how I wrote things.
Yeah.
Or like influenced how I wanted to learn to play guitar or bass.
I
just wanted to learn how to be better at it.
I mean, I really loved Dimebag, just the riffs that he did. I loved the downpicking of James Hetfield. I loved Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath's always badass.
That's good, yes.
The guitarist from Deftones is killer. Fucking... these are old man bands.
I mean, Mark Knopfler. I guess,
yeah, he's fucking badass.
He's fucking
no
amazing.
pick.
Like, I know.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like when that kind of, or that I guess this is nobody that I would ever fucking try to emulate, but one guitarist that I loved that I thought was doing crazy shit before I'd ever heard this kind of shit was Justin King. When he was doing the slap
acoustic
against
slap
shit.
stuff.
Yeah, and it was like the first I'd ever fucking heard of that shit. Or Bela Fleck, you know?
Yeah.
Doing like crazy fucking stuff on a banjo. It was like, what is this? But it didn't like influence me to play like them. It was just like,
that's why I was
awesome.
saying they inspire me.
Right, that's
like,
what
it's
I'm
more
saying.
like I probably have but I've probably done something.
Dude, everybody steals everything.
From the Chili Peppers a little
Yeah.
bit. I play Fender guitars. You kind of you just kind of have that sound in there sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway,
All right, last one.
how did the 2 of us meet?
Well, it was
I was in
Grindr.
Grinder.
Well, yeah.
Grinder. No, I was in Bad Moonlander before you had joined, and he was in Far
I was
Gone
in Far Gone. And I think it might have been
through Eric, right?
Yes. Yeah, because I knew his brother.
Right.
And I would come out to you guys' shows because you were playing in Slidell and that kind of shit.
Right.
And then we started playing shows together randomly because I think it was when Brian started with the band. The guy was fucking emailing us. We started doing more shows and we got you on a couple of them. And it just went from there. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, I hadn't realized I had known you for so long until I saw Facebook memories where it was like Bad Moonlander and Far Gone were playing a show. I was like,
2015,
right? Yeah,
or something
I don't
like
remember
that,
that goddamn show. You know,
Yeah,
we were
me
trying
neither.
to fucking like crank through shows. You know,
Yeah.
back then it was like
The idea,
anybody's fucking giving it to you, take it.
yeah, the idea back then was to have as many shows as you could.
Yeah, quality or quantity over quality.
All right, Brian, that was great. Thanks
That
for
was
the
good.
email,
Thank you, man.
All right. Do you want to hear my suggestions and then?
Yeah,
call it?
'cause I gotta piss, so that'll work.
I don't have anything funny to do to you today, so.
Well, then, yeah, let's do suggestions. Then
All
be
right.
done.
It's okay. I'll cut off one of them because it'll take a while if I don't.
What?
One of them was this. Okay, I gotta. Wait, my suggestions.
DJ suggestions.
All right. Do you mentally justify an overindulgence? It doesn't have to be
Yes.
all the time.
Yes.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I
All the time.
I found myself doing
All
it
the time.
the other day, and I was just saying, it's like, damn, it's like I had to find a reason to do this thing that I knew I was going to do anyway.
Speaking on that, I actually had a thing that I was going to ask you about, like some kind of inner workings thing. It's like, do you ever fucking have an idea in your head and then you're just like, why the fuck did I fucking think that? Why was that a fucking thought that I just had in my fucking head?
Yeah.
You know, like, and then so I'll have thoughts kind of like that where it's like, it'll be a thought of like, what if my son has cancer?
Oh,
And then
yeah.
just get sad about that. Like, why the fuck did I even think about that? What is that even fucking? That's not gonna. Don't put that in the world.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Don't put that
say it out
juju
loud.
on me.
Yeah, you you don't say it out loud, but it's
Yeah.
like it's in your fucking head. It's like, why the fuck did I think that? You know, like maybe my fucking daughter gets kidnapped. Why would I think that kind of shit?
I have like a tendency to, whenever I think like that, to just literally say out loud the worst thing that could
Right,
happen.
yeah.
And I feel like in my mind, I take the power away from those thoughts. I know it's really stupid. And
No,
again, that
yeah,
might
it's-
just be a personal superstition.
Well, it's
But
come
like if
down-
I think about my son get cancer, I'll just say, boy, I hope my fucking son doesn't get cancer. And everybody around me is uncomfortable. And
Well, it's
I'm
come
just
to
like,
the
well, I
point
just
too.
try and...
Now, as I get older, was come to the point too where like you're driving and you see somebody doing something ridiculous. He's like, why? What the fuck are you doing, you fucking dumbass? Why the fuck are you doing this? And then I get upset about myself thinking like that. They're just trying to do whatever the fuck they're trying to do. Why am I judging them?
Yeah, you know,
Why-
in
why
2
am I
seconds you'll be going over the line a little bit.
Right,
or
yeah,
something
like well,
that.
it's just the whole thing's like, why did I fucking take time out of my day to judge this person who is literally just trying to fucking live life
Right.
and feel like an asshole about it, you
Right.
know? But it goes along with all the other shit, you know? It's like, why do I even fucking think this shit?
I know.
What does it even matter?
Well, I
what
like-
does any of this shit fucking matter?
You'll have like an intrusive thought and just like, why the fuck did I think that? Like, I'm not.
That's it. It's
I'm not
the
that kind
intrusive
of.
shit.
I'm not that kind of person, or I'm not this or that.
Right.
And then,
But then it's like, we'll have to fight these thoughts off. So am I like that? Why did it even come up? Why did I think like this? Why do I have to worry? Why do I have to tell myself, don't think like this?
we're still animals. That's
course,
still like,
okay,
I mean,
yeah.
your instinct is to divide and conquer. I mean,
Right,
like you're,
right.
You're finding out why that person's wrong, and you're gonna fucking
Right. I'm going to look
Yeah.
at your weakness.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Yeah,
cracking this
okay.
open. You know what I mean? And
But I
like,
just feel so fucking bad about it. It's like, everybody's just trying to fucking do their own thing. Why am I fucking...
well, that's
dealing with
that's
this,
the
you know?
civilized part of us is
Yeah.
like talking that
But then
other
you think
side of you
these,
down.
You know, think about that shit when you're younger. It's like, how do I explain that to my child when they're growing up? It's like, don't worry about this shit. Like, literally, don't worry about this shit. Everybody's just trying to do exactly what you're trying to do.
Right.
The more that you worry about this other shit, it puts it on yourself because they're going to do the same to you. But it doesn't help you at all to think like this, you know.
The type of parenting that my kids are getting, and I'm not down on my parents or whatever, but the type of parenting that my kids are getting compared to the way I was parented.
Same. Yeah.
It's like
I know what
it's so
you're gonna
much
say.
it's so much different. And like my daughter, like if she'll come home and there's another kid messing with her, it's not like, will you go there and tell that kid blah 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 blah.
Right.
Like it might have been a little bit more aggressive. Like what I'll say is, like,
course.
you have no idea what's going on with that kid at the house.
Right.
You know what I mean? They may be acting out because this is the only
Unless it gets violent or it's really affecting you in this way, 100% just ignoring it
and
is going to
avoid this person. Yeah,
like, just avoid this shit. Like
and
throughout everything.
But that applies to us too.
That's what
you know
I'm
what
saying.
I mean. That's so when
exactly
we're
what I'm
having those
saying.
thoughts, it's the same.
That's what I'm saying about this shit. When I see fucking things like this, like, why do I think like this? There's no fucking reason for this. Avoid this. Avoid this thinking. Avoid fucking thinking about other people. And then it turns into a nihilistic thing. You know, it's like, well, you know, maybe nobody fucking matters.
Oh,
so I don't give a fuck about any of it. Not in a
I
way
never, I
like,
never go that way. I'm trying to give myself more compassion. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I realize I lack compassion.
I feel that,
I mean?
though. I feel that, and I feel like that's why this is coming through like that, where it's like, this is the compassion. This is the don't worry about that shit. Let them do their fucking thing.
Right.
You did all of this. You don't know what the fuck is going on over there. You don't even know what the fuck you're actually seeing right now.
Right.
Why are you immediately judging it? But I will. I'll immediately judge it and then immediately feel bad about it.
I had a question I was wondering, and I don't know why this popped into my head. Most of these happen right when I'm getting out of the shower. I'll have to write it down quickly.
Why is my dick so small?
That's why it's so small. I better ask Earl. Anyway.
Why is your dick so small, Earl? I see you when you come out of the shower.
When you go on the family fishing trip, where is it to?
Iowa.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Is it catch and release?
No.
So do you bring an ice chest home of fish?
Yeah.
What kind of fish do you catch in Iowa?
It's a lot of catfish, like blue and channel catfish, some bass, and a lot of crappie, which I think they call sac-a-lait down here.
Is that good?
It's all right. It's white fish.
Okay.
You know?
Fry it up.
Yeah, that's the way. Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely that. Catfish is all right. Catfish is a fucking pain in the ass to clean. You know, have you gone fishing like that? Like, you cleaned a catfish?
Yeah.
Fucking pain in the ass to clean.
Yeah.
And then to get it off of it, like, it's a pain in the ass already to get it off of the fish. And then it's a pain in the ass to get the fucking meat off of the fucking skin.
Right, but the kind of catfish you're getting are the good catfish, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, the lake that I go to is a Corps of Engineers lake. So it's like
super
fed
deep.
in, like they have a hatchery that you can go to, which is also fucking cool for the kids. Like they have the biggest of whatever fish that was caught out of that lake taxidermied up. So they have like 5-pound bluegill. It's like this fucking big. They got a fucking 20-pound catfish. They got a fucking 20-pound bass, and then they have their hatcheries, but then they have like viewing windows so that you can see some of the bigger fish. They just keep around like half of a fucking zoo, like an aquarium.
Okay.
It's nothing. It's not. It'd be like walking through 4 of these. These rooms right here. It's not big, but
just interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. And then you can go into the back half of it where they're actually like dumping eggs into big vats and trying to grow up the things, and then they'll like scoop them up and fucking drop them out in the lake later.
Cool.
Yeah. But
All
it's all completely run off of the Corps of Engineers.
But you drive there?
We did, yeah. Every
So
time
you're coming back with an ice chest full of fish.
Yes. So the thing that we would always do is that my grandpa, who's not around anymore, but he would bring a deep freezer, and it's completely fucking emptied out, but it fucking runs, and you got power out there. It's like we're at a fucking basically an RV park. Like you can camp primitive there. But if you wanted power, they have stations.
So does he
with
have
shit.
it plugged up there, then puts it on the trailer?
He brings a deep freezer. And then when we're cleaning the fish, there's a fucking pump to like wash the shit off and all this shit. It's just pumping out the fucking water. You pump water into the bag that you put the fucking fish into, seal it up, throw it in the deep freezer, and then drive home. Like, put it in a cooler. It's a fucking solid block. You know, like, you put 15 or 16 solid blocks in a fucking cooler, it stays cool for 16 hours. Yeah, it stays the whole time. Then you immediately put it in the freezer.
This actually kind of worked out good because of the story you told earlier.
Nice.
What are we preparing kids for with prom?
Prom?
Yeah, like tuxedos, ball dress, fucking goddamn limo rental.
Right, yeah.
Like, what in the fuck are we preparing them for? Like, whenever kids, like when you're at a restaurant and like a group of kids come in from prom, it's fucking strange.
Right.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna
Well,
eat,
they don't know
they're gonna
anything,
eat in a
you know?
regular restaurant with a tuxedo on.
Yeah.
And like,
They're
yeah.
not going to tip them. They're going to fuck it all up.
Yeah.
You know?
This is probably the most money they've had on them in a while.
Right.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
And just, it's a strange thing. It's like, when are you ever? I've never been in a tuxedo.
I think that's kind of the
Since
thing of it, though, too, is like, up until that point, all you've done is completely under your parents' rule. It's completely what the school says. You wear exactly what the school wants. Whether it's a uniform or not, they have dress codes, you know? And so at this point, now you go to prom, you dress like an adult. Only adults are wearing ball gowns.
There's no plug-in.
Oh, that blows.
Phone.
Did that? I don't know. You want to check it?
Yeah, hold on.
Did we not record this entire fucking time? Fuck me. Is it on? Really? Oh, fuck.
I don't know if it's recording. All right. Well, we had some video problems.
Apparently, which is fucking dumb.
What happened?
I don't know. The fucking. I guess since the cable cut out, it dropped. Since the charging cable dropped out, it won't stay
pull
on.
it?
I have no idea what happened, dude. Not even a little.
All right.
The fucking video's gone. So we have 25 minutes.
Fucking video's gone. So we got 20 minutes of not looking at shit.
And then,
on our
you're
thing.
going to get 40 minutes of us fucking off with whatever I decide to put in here. Who knows?
Ugh.
I guess this is our compilation episode.
What a disaster.
Fuck, man. All right, well, the
Like and
audio's
describe.
good.
This
Like and
podcast-
describe it about how shitty it is. Nah, all right. Well, yeah, that's it. I have to have so much editing to do now, so we're done.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Subscribe, liked it. Tell us how shitty this episode was.
I think the next episode will be drug money.
Yes,
but,
it will. Hopefully. God damn.
All right, man.
All right. Bye.
All right, later.
Bye. Fucking mom and him.
Huh.
Fuck.